everybody, Heather from New Zealand here, and welcome back to my Flylady Reboot series, where I'm getting back on track with all my Flylady routines and zones and things like that after falling off track. Today's video is going to be all about evenings, because that's what I'm going to focus on this coming week. I'm going to focus on my evenings, making them easier, keeping them simple, but also really using that valuable routine, the evening routine, to set up my day. So let's get into it. So let's talk about evenings and the evening routine. If you're familiar with the Flylady system, you'll know that she gets you to set up your morning and your evening routine before you do anything else. Why is that? Why is that so important? Well, the way I see it is the evening routine sets up your day for the next day. A little bit like setting up a set of dominoes. The things that you do in the evening set up your following day, so your following day goes better. Now, if you're like me, I have a tendency to have a lot more energy in the morning, and I'm not really an evening person. When it comes to dinner, my energy's lower. I'm running on low, so it's easy for me to put off those evening jobs that would be helpful for me. And what that ends up being, it's almost like buying something on credit. So what I'll do is maybe I won't do some of my evening jobs. So maybe I won't put my clothes out for the evening or for the next day, or I won't think ahead of what I need to get ready for the next day. And I'll think, oh, I'll do that tomorrow. Now, when you do that with your credit card, you think, oh, I'll buy this today and I'll pay for it out of income that I earn in the future. And we all know where that goes. Credit card debt, paying interest, all that kind of thing. Well, it's the same with the Flylady evening routine. If we don't do it, we say, okay, I'll do that job tomorrow with tomorrow's energy. Now, what can happen is exactly the same as the credit card. So let's take the dishes, for example, the evening dishes, because that's a really easy and obvious one. So you're tired, it's the end of the day, you've had your meal, you don't want to do those dishes, right? So you think, oh, I'll put those off, I'll leave those till tomorrow. I'll put it on my energy credit card, if you like. Now, in the morning, you get up and you've still got those dishes to do, a bit like with the credit card. You've still got to pay for that item that you've bought, but you've made it harder for yourself because you start your day with a real slump. You walk into that kitchen, you go, ugh. Already that's energy being sucked out of you that could have been used in a positive way. If you go into a clean kitchen, it's the exact opposite. You walk into the kitchen, you go, oh, this is great, and you get on with your day. See the difference? The same with the littler things of the Flylady, like putting your clothes out. You think, oh, I can't be bothered finding out what I'm going to wear. I'll work it out tomorrow. Tomorrow morning you get up. Maybe you're a little bit groggy. You haven't had your coffee. What am I going to wear? Oh, bother, that thing's not clean. Or, oh, I should have ironed that shirt and I haven't done. See how you're using up energy that should be in a positive mode and all set up. You're robbing yourself of that energy at the beginning of the day because you weren't willing to put that energy in the night before. Does that make sense? It makes sense in my brain. So on my reboot journey, we've actually already started up some of the evening routine. I don't know if you've watched those videos, you'll know about this, but you can always jump back to them if you want to after you finish this one. But just to recap, so we're shining our sink in the morning and keeping it shiny all day. So I got the family to join in with the evening dishes, and that is making a huge difference because, okay, I'm tired, but they get up to start the dishes, so I get up to help with that because I don't want to be sitting while they're working. So I get up and I help with the dishes, My daughter washes, my son dries, I'm cleaning up the kitchen around them, and at the same time I put a load of laundry in. So that's leaving my kitchen clean, putting a load of laundry in for the next day. The other thing I've been focusing on is getting dressed shoes. So in the evenings, I have been picking out my clothes for the following day. So there's three things that are already on my evening list. Leave my kitchen clean and shiny, put a load of laundry in the washing machine, and pick out my clothes. Often I pick out my clothes when I'm bringing in the laundry. I'll put my laundry away and I'll just take out from my wardrobe and maybe from the clean wash, whatever I'm going to do, and I'll either hang that up on a hanger or put it on a chair nicely folded so it's waiting for me in the morning. So already the evening routine is making my day better. But I want to add something. I want to take it up a little step further. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give myself at least 2 minutes. I'm allowed to do more if I want, but I want to do at least 2 minutes of going around the lounge and putting things away. What the Fly Ladies would call cleaning a 2-minute hotspot. I'm finding I don't really have that many hotspots in my lounge and living area. So what I do is I do a quick tidy of that. If I've got any extra time, I'll go into another room and do a quick tidy. So as long as I'm just putting stuff away for 2 minutes, I find I keep going a little bit longer. So I probably get up to about 5 minutes. And I'm going to do that every night. So tidying things away, so in the morning everything's tidy and put away. There's not cups left from watching TV. There's not shoes that are in the wrong place. Just putting everything straight. So in the morning, again, it's another up feeling. So putting everything straight for 2 minutes. Now the next one is slightly bigger, but I think it's actually more important in many ways. I'm going to set myself up for the following day. So whatever I'm going to do the next day, I'm going to have as much ready as I can. Now, I don't know about you, my style, pre-Fly Lady, of doing things could be related to being a fireman. Yeah, or a firewoman, because what I would do with my life is wait till there was a fire, wait till there was an emergency, and then do what needed to be done. So I might get a phone, somebody's coming over to visit. That is when I would clean the lounge or tidy up. I might need to do some laundry because everybody'd run out of clothes. That's when I do the laundry. So I'd leave everything until it was an emergency. A very tiring lifestyle, because when you're working and running a family, there's so many things that need dealing with. You literally just run from emergency to emergency. You're in stress mode. And after what happens is you fall over because you're actually really exhausted from dealing with all these emergencies. So this next step is getting ready for tomorrow, setting up tomorrow. So doing what I can do towards tomorrow, that it's something that's important. It's important to be organised for tomorrow, but it's not an emergency yet. It's not urgent yet. So, for example, today, the day that I'm videoing this video, my daughter went back to school after we've had 2 weeks of lockdown in New Zealand. So last night we got everything ready. We looked at the diary, what needed to be done. Okay, it was a violin lesson. So we put the violin in the car. Bit extreme, you reckon? Putting it in the car? Well, we did that because we have been known to turn up to violin lessons with no violin. Can you believe it? Turn up with no violin to a violin lesson. That's how disorganised I can be. So we put the violin in the car. I have been known to put it at the door, which is progress, but I've also been known to leave it at the door. So we figured the safest place for that violin was in the car. So she got her school bag ready, she got everything sorted. That was her organised. Now, I wanted to think about me, and I have jobs. I haven't been into town for 2 weeks, so I've got a little list of jobs that I need to do, things to get done, and I have got a but my going to town box, I call it. Hang on, I'll just get it. Okay, so this, there goes my clock again. This is my going to town box. Now you may notice it's a toolbox. And I have to admit, my daughter who's in her 20s will giggle, what have you got a toolbox for? It's perfect. It sits beautifully on the front seat of the car. I don't know if you can see. Look, I've got all my bits and pieces I need for town today. I've got videos that have got to go back to the library. I've got my notebook so I can take notes if I have a brilliant thought on the way. You never know. I've got my diary, so when anything happens, I can write it straight in my diary. I've got, get in there you. I've got some letters that need posting. I've got some items that I've got to return to a store. So it's all in there. Often I'll put my drink bottle in there as well. That goes on my front seat. So the night before, I pack my going to town box. And that is sitting at the door ready to go. I don't put that in the car the night before because I'm always adding to it. There's always things that are coming up that I can just pop into. So that's part of my preparation for the day. I might also think about, okay, I've got emails I need to return. I always put those on as unread so I can see them they come up on my phone, so they're always there for me. So thinking about tomorrow, getting it as ready as you possibly can before you go to bed in the evening. Okay, so here's my tasks for my evening routine. I'm going to shine the sink with my family. My family and I are going to leave the kitchen clean and tidy. As part of that, I'm also going to put in an extra load of laundry. And I'll start that, and that'll be waiting for me in the morning. So sink, laundry. I'm going to double check that I've put out my clothes for tomorrow. I may have actually already done that in the day, but I'm going to double check that it's all there. And the next thing, I'm going to think about tomorrow, and I'm going to prepare it as much as I can. I'm going to fill up this is my dog. I'm going to fill up my going to town box with everything I need, and there it is. Then I'm going to get ready for bed. So there may be some other things that you want to include in that, but those are the 4 things that I'm going to focus on. So in the morning, I'm going to get up when the alarm bell goes off. I'm going to push the morning start, and those dominoes will just fall over, and I'll have a great day. So I really encourage you to set up those dominoes, set up your evening so that your next day becomes easier. Now I have set up, and if you're interested, please check it out. I'll put the link below. I've set up a Kiwi Fly Ladies page for anybody who's out there in New Zealand or other places who'd like to join a group to share our triumphs and our challenges, to support each other, a real positive place where we can all go and chat and help and support each other with new ideas and inspiration. So check that out below if you'd like to join me, and I'll see you there. If not, then have a great day, and may God fill your day with blessings. Bye from New Zealand.